Okay, graphing quadratics in factored form I'm going to do on the computer. So if you did zero product property, you know that the zeros or the x-intercepts for this graph would be +5 and -1. Because if I plug in 5 for x right here, 5 minus 5 is 0. If I substitute 0 for y, if I try to figure out what's going to make this 0, 5 would make it 0 and -1 would make it 0. Now if I look at a number line, that's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What is in the middle of -1 and +5? So you can see this point would be in the middle, and that would be 2. So then my vertex is going to be at 2, and to get the y coordinate, I'm just going to plug in 2 into the value of x. Now I'm going to show you a shortcut here on the calculator. You can do this by hand, it's very easy, but just, I know some of you might benefit from this. So anyway, if I do 2 minus 5 times 2 plus 1, also just, it's kind of a nice way to check and see if you did it right. Okay, so you can go to your calculator, your scratch pad, and just type the equation in. So it was x minus 5 times x plus 1. So you can see your x-intercepts right here. By the way, if you just do menu trace, graph trace, we said that the x-intercepts were -1. So I'm typing -1, enter. There's one of my x-intercepts right there. And +5, when you type a number and you're in trace mode, it automatically gives you the y coordinate. To get that vertex, you can use your calculator. We've done that before. I'll show you a few ways of doing this. So you could do menu, analyze graph. In this case, it's the minimum, it's the lowest value. I'm pressing enter on lower bound, then I'm dragging that dotted line, pressing enter, and there's my point. Now some of you may be saying, I don't have my calculator where I am, I can't do that. Okay, let me just show you one more way of doing this with the calculator, and then we'll just do it without the calculator, which you've probably already done at this point. I'm going to go to my scratch pad and just do variables. This is the only equation I have in my calculator. I'm putting 2 for my x value, and it gives me the y value. So then my vertex is 2, -9. Now, the next one, we're going to have to graph it. Okay, so here we have the x-intercepts would be 2 and 6. Now this is nice because we've already got a graph on here. So here's 2. One x-intercept is going to go right here. One's going to go right here at 6. Oh, it doesn't let me draw in the graph. So here's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The nice part is none of these vertices are turning out to be decimals. They're all nice whole numbers. So I know my vertex is going to be on this line of symmetry going through x equals 4, so I'm going to plug in 4 for x, and if I do f of 4, you can see why I don't use this to do all the videos because it's painfully slow. I get 4 minus 2 times 4 minus 6. 4 minus 2 is 2, 4 minus 6 is -2, so that gives me -4, and my vertex is 4, negative 4. So I'm going to bring this to 4, negative 4. And I'm just going to place this point on 6, and because it's symmetrical, it automatically goes through that other x-intercept. Oh, and I need to type in that vertex, 4, negative 4. Okay, that should be enough for this one. You only have to do 3 of them.